What's up, mother truckers? Welcome back to another video. It is day 3 of truck week, which means it is day 3 of the daily uploading for a week because it's truck week, you know. I'm Mr. Truck Mode, and today I'm going to be showing you how to become a performative male. This way you will get all the huzz, impress all the ladies, and show that you are a true feminine-sided man that cares about women. And definitely not the complete and total opposite while trying to mask yourself as something you're not. Because that's not what's going on here at all, and this is not definitely what happens every single time you see somebody like this. So, before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Without any further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial. Alright, coming up first on the list, we need to find ourselves a good matcha. If you're not aware, matcha is coffee, I think, but it's like got matcha, which is a plant. And trust me, I'm an expert. Let me do my thing. You know, I know it sounds weird, but I know what I'm talking about here. So I've got a little website pulled up here. I'll scroll through here real quick. The 10 chains that serve the best matcha. So we'll look through here, see if there's anything, you know, if there's any of these stores in your area or whatever. What I'm looking for is you know, chains that are near me that I have access to. You know what I'm saying? So Pete's Coffee. I've heard of Pete's Coffee before. That's one. A lot of these, I guess, are more local. I haven't seen any of these really, but okay. Then we come across Starbucks, so we can get Starbucks. We can go to Starbucks. You know, that's it's in a lot of places, so that's accessible to you. I'd assume it's accessible to most of us. And then we have Dunkin' as well. Dunkin's a good option. So you know, there are some local picks on here, but also you know some more chain places. I personally have not gotten to try all of them yet. You know, I'm still you know actively working on it, but I know that this is where your best matchas are because it said it in the article. So if you see any on there that are close to you, I recommend giving it a try because it is the first step to your performative journey. Next up, we gotta pick us up some Labubus. So I've pulled up the Pop Mart website, which if you're able to catch a Labubu drop, you'll be able to get it. But unfortunately, they are so great, so magnificent, that normally you cannot buy them from the website. But I have the website pulled up anyways, just to show you guys what options they have available. Now, personally, I'm going to be buying from scalpers, so that's people on eBay, people with like stands put up, and malls and stuff. You know, where I can either buy. You know, on resale. I will not buy fakes. You will not catch me buying a Lafufu. If you buy a Lafufu, it's not going to work. It doesn't do the same thing. You gotta buy a Labubu. And you might be asking, what's the difference between a Labubu and a Lafufu? And the difference is that there is, hold on, off the top of my head, I gotta rack my brain because I'm an expert. The Labubu is the Labubu has the oh, here we go. Oh, that didn't help at all. I hate the Google AI thing. It doesn't help at all. The gray one appears real, but the green is fake, and you can tell by the tag. You know, all Labubu fans know that Labubu tags are white, not cream. So that's how you can tell if you have a Labubu or a Lafufu. You know, just off the top of my head there. So we've got the website pulled up. We'll scroll through here just real quick. Look at the nice ones. They've even got some like accessories, some earrings, some stuff. You know, some nice looking Labubu. Look how cool these look. You know, you carry these around, you're definitely the coolest kid on the block. Got a lot of style options with it, and they just have a ton of like you know different kinds. You know what I'm saying? Like they even got Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. Wow. That's and then you click on it and then there's nothing to do with Clash Royale or Clash of Clans. Awesome. So yeah, here's your list of Labubus. Remember, you got to get them from the Pop Mart store or a certified retailer. Make sure you take my advice on how to tell a real from a fake and you'll be all set. Next up, we gotta get us some books, man. So you know we're hopping straight over to the Colleen Hoover website. That's right. So we're pulling up on the Colleen Hoover website right now, and ooh, they got a summer sale going on as well. And so we've got you know a couple books to choose from here. I mean, all of these are pretty much gonna be bangers. If you haven't read a Colleen Hoover book yet, I highly recommend it. I see people reading these all the time. I mean, in public, in church, at school. Like, I mean, these things are everywhere. So and you know. They're very interesting books with very complex subject matters. So it really shows your emotional intelligence. To be honest with you, we got a lot of options, a lot of really pretty covers. Look at the art on these covers. It's just insane, and they're all like 20 bucks, so it's a great deal. I mean, the Labubus are going to run you quite a bit of money, and you know, matcha's not cheap, especially if you're going to like Starbucks or something, so it's nice that we have a bit of this process that saves you just a little bit of money. It's still 20 bucks, but I think it's a lot better than a lot of the stuff on this list. But the next thing is actually even cheaper. Depends on where you get it though, because if you want to be a real performative male, you got to up your game. So I'll show you a couple options. Now we need ourselves a reusable tote bag. As you can see here, I've got a website pulled up with tons of different designs. I mean, just look at how many they got. And they're all like, you know, super cool and colorful. They're $14 a piece. Not bad. So this is, you know, the cheapest thing on the list, and you can get a more expensive one. You know, I don't recommend going to like Aldi or Walmart and buying like their $1 reusable bag. Like that's just not, you know, it doesn't say style enough, you know. And I'm clicking on these right here, and like, look at these. Like these are great. You know, it shows that I spent $14 on a plastic bag, and actually it might not even be plastic. You know, it might. It probably is plastic, but that's besides the point, right? Because you're reusing it. You're not like dumping it in the trash, so you're still being environmentally conscious. So it's like it's a win-win for everybody. You get to look stylish. You get to save the environment. That's why it works. That's why it's on this list, and that's why it's included in the process. So you know, just trust me. Trust the process. That is what's necessary. Finally, we're going to need us some music to listen to, and we've got this cool playlist called Great Songs for Performative Males, and you know, we got some Joy Division on here, The Strokes, Radiohead, lots of Radiohead, you know, I'm noticing on here. Neutral Milk Hotel, that's a good pick, that's a great pick. The Smiths, ooh, the Smiths, you see a lot of the Smiths too, the Smiths is common. Bon Iver, lots of Radiohead, like I was saying, even got some Coldplay in there, wow, yeah, Vampire Weekend, that's one. The Beatles, yeah, you gotta have some Beatles in there. You know, that's a very. David Bowie as well. Led Zeppelin, man, you just got everything. U2, I'm not as big a fan of U2, but I can understand it being in there. You know what I'm saying? Lots of the Smiths, lots of Smashing Pumpkins, even Elliott Smiths in there as well, and lots of Radiohead. So yeah, you can do any combination of these. This is just a playlist I found of, you know, some of the essentials, especially in here, except for the U2. I don't like U2, but yeah, that's all that's in this playlist. So it's pretty reasonable. It's 2 hours 45 minutes if you just want to give a listen to all those songs, you know, really get in that mindset, really find out what type of music you're going to be looking for. Maybe you already listened to some of it, maybe you're already halfway there, you know. That's what this video is all about, you know, making sure you got all the things checked off so you can truly be a performative male. Alright, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you all for watching to the end. Hopefully you've now checked all these boxes and are ready to embark on your journey of becoming a performative male. And if you've checked all these boxes, then you're already there, you know what I'm saying? So thank you all for watching to the end. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Comment down below what you want to see next. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.